She's the name every blog can't stop typing, the storm every rapper fears, and the drama magnet the industry can't control. Chrisean Rock is back, and this time she's dragging the entire culture with her rumors. I know, broken relationships, viral fights, wild interviews, late-night confessions, and a string of scandals that would make even the wildest MCs blush. But nobody expected this crazy and just ignited the biggest controversy yet, putting her at war with everyone from industry legends to her own fans. Why does every man she meets end up heartbroken or in handcuffs? How did one woman become the face of chaos in a game already built on beef, betrayal, and bad blood? And is Chrisean really toxic? Or is she just playing by her own rules and beating the men at their own game? Don't blink, because what's coming next is the truth the media tried to hide. Insider sources, secrets seized, and a mountain of receipts are about to spill, and by the end you'll be asking yourself, is Chrisean Rock the villain or just the realest woman in hip-hop? The moment she crashed onto the scene, Chrisean Rock was pure, unstoppable chaos. She didn't creep in quietly. She bulldozed her way through every gate, every warning, and every she never last tweet the industry threw at her. It started as these things always do, with a viral moment, Korean Wilden out on a reality show trading insults and left hooks with girls twice her size. Clips spread like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know who this girl is who fights harder than most men and doesn't care who's filming. The answer was complicated. Just like Chrisean herself, her story read like hip-hop folklore. Raised in Baltimore, dodging drama from day one, hustled her way into the music game, spitting gritty bars over heavy 808 as nobody believed. So she forced them to watch, never asking, just taking butt. Even in the come-up, there was wreckage. Ex-boyfriends left on read, some in court. Some in the ear producers who said they don't work with her, suddenly deeming for a feature PR managers who tried to fix her image. Getting eaten alive on IG, left crazy, and thrived on conflict. Her IG was a highlight reel of street fights, angry rants, and unapologetic flexes. Fans either worshipped or hated her, but nobody could look away. Then came the infamous Blueface era. Tabloids couldn't get enough. Club fights, hotel arrests, tearful breakups and makeups played out for millions to insiders whispered about secret recordings and leaked voice notes. Audio of Chrisean cursing out execs, smashing up dressing rooms, or plotting her next big headline. But was it all just an act? Or was Chrisean really that toxic? Her team claimed she was misunderstood, a product of her environment, a hustler forced to fight for every ounce of respect. But her enemies, they had receipts, texts, screenshots, and stories of broken friendships, ruined deals, and careers ended before they began. Meanwhile, Chrisean kept pushing, dropping diss tracks aimed at her haters. Popping up at award shows, nobody invited her to snatch mics from softer artists mid-performance, daring anyone to stop her. The drama only grew as her following exploded. Her fans, Chriseanica, started fights with critics in the comments. Every post went viral, no matter if it was a new song or a mugshot. Labels lined up to sign her, but always with behavior clauses and the contracts. But Chrisean was nobody's puppet. When she went too far for one label, she just bounced to the next, never changing, only collecting more enemies. And through it all, her legend grew. The headlines got messier. The music got wilder. Even her exposes turned into viral events. She'd crush other rappers' interviews, call out rivals on IG Live, and dare anyone to check her in public. So how did Chrisean back the most toxic woman in hip-hop? By never apologizing, never backing down, and always doubling down on drama. But the real question is, what's the price of being that toxic, and who's about to pay it next? Because if you think you've seen Wild, you haven't seen anything yet. It was supposed to be a regular night on social media, but with Chrisean Rock, regular never lasts long. Everything blew up when a mysterious Twitter account, one with 0 followers, no profile pic, and a name that screamed. The insider posted a voice note labeled Chrisean Uncut Truth. Within minutes, it was everywhere. The audio, Chrisean in full rage, cursing at a well-known female rapper for stealing her style and talking behind her back. But it wasn't just the language. It was what she threatened. If you ever step on my name again, I'll bury your career. I got dirt on everyone. Try me, sis. I'm not playing with you or anybody in this fake industry. Within hours, fans and haters were on a witch hunt. Who was Chrisean threatening? Speculation ran wild. Some said Cardi B swore it was Ice Spicy. Few even claimed it was Megan Thee Stallion. Toxic Queen and Chrisean exposed trended globally as TikTokers and YouTubers broke down the audio word by word, searching for clues, but that was just the start. A flood of DMs, screenshots, and old Instagram lives started to resurface. Chrisean fighting backstage at the awards shows her banning certain women from studios. Rappers. RPU lost deals after being seen in her circle of an industry. Insiders joined the pylon leaking anonymous group chat logs. Chrisean get real blackmail. That's why some execs don't mess with her. She records everything. A famous XP producer tweeted then deleted. I signed NDAs just to work with her. Even then, you're never really safe. Suddenly, rival rappers who had beef with Chrisean started linking up. One IG story showed two of her enemies in the studio. Hinting at a distraction, Twitter blew up. The anti-Chrisean alliance is coming. And that's when the first real receipt dropped. A leaked group chat showed Chrissy bragging that she had videos, voice notes, and screenshots on everyone who ever crossed her, threatening to leak DMs from more than one superstar if she didn't get respect. But then the twist nobody saw coming. Someone finally called her bluff. A rival rapper rumored to be one of her ex-friend went live and dropped her OWN stack of receipts. Texts of Chrisean starting fights with multiple women leaked voicemails of Chrisean threatening venues. Promoters, even bloggers declined showing her allegedly paying trolls to harass her enemies online. The comments went wild. Chrisean is the villain. And the mastermind. No way she got all these people scared of her. This is toxic on another level. But the most damaging blow, a leaked contract from a major label with Chrisean's signature, spelling out behavioral violation, clauses listing everything from fighting online threats and even no physical altercations with other artists. Her team scrambled, dropping a statement that only fanned the flames. Chrisean is passionate. The industry is scared of a strong woman. This is all a smear campaign, but nobody was buying it. Fans called out her pattern. Destroy a relationship, threaten. A rival, get exposed, then play the victim until the next headline. But as the internet argued over who was worse, the woman who threatened to burn it all down or the enemies who finally united against her, a new rumor exploded. There was one more recording out there. A clip so explosive it could ruin more than just Chrisean's career. Because the next receipt wouldn't just shake hip-hop, it would take down anyone who ever sided with her and reveal how deep her chaos really went. If fans thought they'd seen Chrisean Rock's wildest side, they were wrong because the next leak wasn't just messy. It was nuclear. At 3:00 a.m. an anonymous account dropped a hidden camera video of Chrisean in a private meeting with her labels. Topic Zach. The footage was shaky, but the audio was crystal clear. Chrisean demanded more money, threatening to air out every single fake handshake in this company. If she didn't get her way, her words echoed across every timeline. I run this circus. They are only scared because I say what they think. I don't get what I want. I'll leak everything. Meals D me is. The real numbers behind these fake charts. Try me. Try me. The reaction was instant. Did Chrisean just threaten to expose the whole label? No way. This is just about a check. What is she really holding over them? This is some next-level blackmail. Hip-hop blogs had a field day running headlines like Chrisean's. Power, money, or war. Will her label bow down or fight back? But the chaos didn't stop there. Suddenly, other rappers started to panic. Listers who'd once collabed with Chrisean, even calling her. The family began frantically scrubbing their socials, deleting every picture, every video, and every mention of her. Rumors swirled. Was Chrisean bluffing? Or did she really have receipts for half the industry? Who was about to get caught in her web? Then a new wave of leaks surfaced, this time targeting those around her. Voice notes of Chrisean's exes admitting they'd never seen anyone so wild. She records every fight, etmas from rising female rappers warning each other. If Chrisean and Mad don't respond, she twists it and drops it on live. Even one top male rapper thought Untouchable was exposed by a screenshot, revealing he'd secretly tried to pay Chrisean to keep his name out of her drama. The industry was officially on edge. Major podcasts and morning radio shows devoted entire episodes to the Chrisean crisis. Some praised her for beating the boys at their own game. Is this power or just pure toxicity? Others begged labels to drop her for good. She's not just bad for herself, she's poison for hip-hop. But as the chaos reached its peak, the next twist shattered everything. A new player entered the drama. A respected OG female MC would stay quiet for years. She dropped a diss track calling out Chrisean name. You're not the queen, you're the chaos. Real women build, you just break. You think you run hip-hop? Try it, see how fast you get replaced. The internet went wild. Did she just de-Christian's career? Is this the final battle? Old school versus new toxicity. Suddenly, artists everywhere were picking sides. Some saluted the O, dropping hashtag Team Real Woman hashtags, and unfollowing Chris authors doubled down, saying, "Crine's hip-hop now for better or worse." And as the war lines formed, the most ominous leak of all arrived. A shadowy trailer for a tell-all series promising to reveal the darkest secrets of Christian rock in the industry she's tearing apart. Teasers show blurred faces, dramatic phone calls, and redacted text. Narrators whispered, what Christian has could end more than just careers. It could take down an entire generation. As fans watched in horror and awe, everyone wondered, will Crine strike first and burn it all down? Or will her enemies finally destroy her before the ultimate secret drops? Because one thing is clear, the next move won't just change her story, it'll change hip-hop forever. As the Dozers trailer goes viral, hip-hop is in total meltdown. Twitter is a war zone. Chris Wandler and Hash Queen of Toxicity. Both trends are in the top 5 worldwide. One half of Twitter calls her the goat of chaos. The other demands every label blacklist her for good. TikTok creators drop hundreds of hot takes. Some reenact her wildest moments, lip-syncing her threats, or making comedy skits about surviving a day with Christian. Others post tearful videos about real women in hip-hop being pushed out by toxic drama, tagging their favorite OGs and calling for a culture reset. Instagram goes into overdrive. Artists post black squares, cryptic lyrics, and photos with OGs. Coded messages of support or shade. Christian's own stories are a chaotic mix. Half threats, half flexes, crying 1 hour, bragging the next. PODCASTS radio shows and YouTube reactors all jump in. A 3-hour Twitter Spaces debate ends, with Chrisean herself crashing Thepinol, screaming at hosts and threatening to drop more names than Spotify. Fans flood calling lines with their own receipts. I saw her at the Insert Club and she almost started a fight with a security guard. Major hip-hop blogs update hourly. Who's Team Christian? Who's Team OG? Every rapper who just unfollowed her. Here's the list. Rumors swirled that brands are quietly pulling sponsorships from anyone associated with her. Even the industry can't hide. 2 record execs go on the record. She's talented but unpredictable. The label is watching closely. A Grammy-nominated producer tweets, I lost 2 deals in a week just because people think I'm on Christian's side. The streets are talking to fans and starting graffiti battles. Queen. Christian versus bring back real hip-hop on club walls from LA to Atlanta. DJs refuse to play her tracks in some cities, while in others her records are the most requested of the night. Celebrities can't stay neutral. Some A-list rappers post throwbacks with Chrisean standing with realness. Others pop up in studios with the OG disc queen, teasing a possible all-female antiquarian anthem and just when it feels like hip-hop can't get any messier. The docustories leak a teaser for episode 2. A shadowy voice promises the next episode will reveal who paid for Christian's silent sand, the top 10 secrets she's been keeping for years. The world waits breathless. Because now it's not just about Christian rock. It's about trust, loyalty, and who will still be standing when every secret is out? Just when the world thinks Chrisean rock is finally finished, when every blog, every IG comment, every rival thinks she's exposed and outnumbered, the docu drops its final teaser. It's a grainy late-night video. Christian alone speaking straight into the camera. Her eyes are wild, her voice steady, no tears, no breakdown. You want the real truth? I've been keeping receipts for years. Not just on rappers, on labels, execs, even Alisters who paid me to stay quiet about what really happens in hip-hop. I got files, screenshots, voice notes, things that would end people's careers, maybe even get them arrested. So if you want to keep playing with my name, you better ask yourself who's really toxic. Because if I go down, I'm taking everyone with me. The screen glitches, cuts to footage of blurred faces, redacted contracts, and hidden camera clips. A list of names flashes, half-visible superstars, producers, a politician or two. Then the Dokusaur's narrator comes in. Next week, the secrets behind the silence will drop. Who paid for her silence? And who's been blackmailing whom? Is Chrissy the most toxic woman in hip-hop or just the only one willing to say what everyone else is scared to admit? Instantly, the internet loses its mind. What does she have on them? She's not just the villain, she's the gatekeeper of every secret in the game. Is this the end of hip-hop as we know it? Suddenly, some of the same celebs who dragged Christians start sending our private demos offering money. Silence, even public. Apologies. Anonymous sources claim the top 10 secrets include criminal cover-ups, fake relationships, ghostwriting scandals, and one chart-topping rapper who's not who they say they are. Every fan, every artist, every label boss is glued to their phone, desperate to know if they're on Chrisean's list and terrified of what's about to drop next. Because for the first time ever, Chrisean Rock isn't just a problem. She's holding the entire industry hostage. Sana, you've seen it. The secrets, the threats, the names nobody ever thought would get exposed. But the story is only just beginning. Whose side are you on? Is Chrisean Rock the realest in hip-hop or the most toxic ever? Should the industry thank her for exposing the truth or blacklist her for good? And which top 10 secrets do you think will be revealed next week? Sound off in the comments below. Who do you think paid for Chrisean's silence? Which celebrities do you want exposed? And would you forgive your favorite artist if their name showed up on your list? Smash that like if you're tired of fake friendships, fake beef, and fake industry politics. Subscribe and ring the bell because part 2 will have the real receipts, real confessions, and the truth nobody thought would ever come out. Tag a friend who needs to see this drama, and let's see who can guess the wildest secret before the next episode drops. Are you Team Chrisean or Team Enough is Enough? Is this the end of hip-hop as we know it tour? Just the start of the Sheriff Realist era. Stay tuned, stay loud, and stay ready because next week the whole game changes. You won't want to miss what's coming.